everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessie if you are new, and today we've got a bit of a new one for me. Sorry if I sound really nasally or I get a bit of a frog in my throat during this video. I am sick again. It's just a cold. It's one of Fox's nursery colds that he's kindly passed on to me, but I just can't shift it. Hence the reason for this kind of little dual series video that I'm going to do this week and next week. So this is part one. This is also, sorry, just excuse any makeup on my jumper. I have just been hot and cold today, and I've got to the point where I'm literally just dragging my jumper across my face. So this is the look today. This is the vibe, but this is kind of the kick in the backside that I needed. And also I thought I would share my thought process around it, and then hopefully it can inspire you. It can, in whatever kind of aspect you want to take from it, kind of like whatever section. If you can hear the dog, he's just on the landing. And yeah, it was just basically to hold myself accountable, but also I really find these types of videos quite informative, and I like to see how other people get on with it type thing. So yeah, grab yourself the biggest cup of coffee you can find. This is my third coffee today. It's a latte. I've had 2 black coffees this morning, and now I'm having a latte because it's gloomy outside, it's grey, it's raining, it's blustery. It's giving autumn cozy vibes. Okay, I've got my jumper on, I've got some Christmas lounge pants on. Don't hate me, we all know that I'm an autumn winter girly, so there we are. I'm so tempted to light an autumn candle and just have the most relaxing afternoon, or evening, sorry, getting mixed up with my timings. Have the most relaxing evening that I could possibly have. But yeah, I must give an apology. I'm all over the place today, just with points and things, because this cold has 100% come along with some brain fog, and I just don't know. I just don't know my arse from my elbow. I don't know if I'm coming or going. So yeah, this is me. If you're here, hi, this is the kind of content that you come for. So, you know, we're just wilding with it. We're just going with it. Anyway, let me have a sip of the coffee. Not that I need any more bloody coffee. Anyway, right, you know when she's got a pen, it's serious. I've also got a list, okay? This is my mid-year reset part 1, okay? We are going to focus on health, fitness and lifestyle in this part 1. I've broken it down into some like bullet points basically. Some of them are going to be big bullet points, some of them are going to be pretty obvious, alright? So bear with me. Stick with me. Okay. First point is to eat healthy, nourishing meals. Okay, so those of you who know, I am now on the Body Coach app. I am a Body Coach girl through and through. I started with the Body Coach back in 2020 when I did the 90-day plan and saw amazing results. I carried on with the Body Coach and I got the app, but then I found out I was pregnant. So I did about a month of the app, but I bought it for a year, so I just kept logging in, but I was gaining weight and inches. And it was just really disheartening. So in the end, I just cancelled the subscription. but I kept doing like the free workouts that I could do on YouTube, things like that. If you don't know, I was huge and I could barely walk without being in so much pain. So exercise was something that had to be done sparingly, should I say. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep eating healthy, nutritious meals. Now the Body Coach app is really good because it gives you new meals every month when you check in. So you do a monthly check-in, like at the end of a cycle, where you get new recipes, new workouts, and just a whole variety of things. Now when I say eating healthy meals, I don't mean restricting things, because we don't do that here. We've tried that, it made us miserable. Life's too short to restrict things, okay? If you want a slice of cake, have a slice of cake, but just don't have a slice of cake every day, okay? In moderation, yeah? I don't know why I went all TED talky there, and this cold is just driving me insane, so I apologise. I also haven't spoken to people in a long time. I have, just not friends, you know? Yeah, so I'm going to continue to eat healthy meals, packed with veggies, packed with colour, and just try and really boost my immune system from the inside out, you know? Try and get my gut health good. Okay. One thing that I have read that I'm going to tweak and put into my meals and my routine around eating is I have just finished reading this book, The Glucose Revolution, by this author. She's a French author, I believe, so I'm not even going to try to pronounce her last name because I would just butcher it and I would be mortified. But basically, it's a great book. It's got science as obviously the backbone, research as the backbone of the book, but it's not difficult to understand if you are not a scientific person. Do you know what I mean? I like reading about science, but I'm not like a science person, but I could understand this book. And basically it's a book all about trying to lower the glucose curve and your glucose spikes throughout the day through what you eat, or not even what you eat, how you eat it. It's a really interesting book. It's very informative. She also has an Instagram page. She's the Glucose Goddess on Instagram. So I would definitely recommend giving her a follow if you're interested in something like this. She gives little tips. There's graphs in here. There's recipes. And yeah, there's just lots of pictures to kind of go hand in hand with the research and the advice. So I'm going to start working that into my diet basically. And yeah, it was just a really good read. So I highly recommend that. So that's eating healthy. Next point is I need to up my water intake. The amount of caffeinated beverages, and when I say caffeinated beverages, I mean tea and coffee strictly, that I drink in a day is unruly. Okay? Unruly. This is why my teeth are always stained. That's why I'm constantly at the hygienist trying to get the stains off. I'm trying all different types of toothpaste. It's because I drink lots of tea and coffee. But my second bullet point is to drink more water. I don't drink enough water for the average person per day. On the Body Coach app, it does say a guideline of how much water you should be aiming to drink per day. I even bought myself a giant litre insulated flask bottle thing. Not a Stanley cup or anything like that. This one was just from Sainsbury's, but I bought that and I just keep forgetting to, it's just in the cupboard. I keep forgetting to fill it up and take it and carry it around with me. It's even got a handle and everything. So yeah, I really need to make a conscious effort to drink more water. The third bullet point is to put my caffeine and alcohol intake down. So this one is more for the caffeine aspect because I don't really drink a lot of alcohol. It's only if, say, if I buy a bottle of wine on a Saturday, if I have a glass of wine on Saturday night, that bottle is then open and I will drink a glass of wine a night until that bottle is finished. I can't just leave it there until next Saturday. And that's the same with me and chocolate. I'm not really a craver of chocolate. I'm not really that bothered. I enjoy chocolate when I eat it. But if it's not there, I don't crave it. And I'm the same with alcohol. If it's not there, I'm not bothered. But if there's an open bottle, then it's fair game. So I need to basically just not buy alcohol and have it in the house. So I'm only going to kind of have drinks on special occasions. And then every other time I'm basically just not gonna bother, because it just doesn't make things better, does it? It makes your anxiety worse. So let's just put it there. And yeah, tea and coffee, she says, drinking her 3rd cup of coffee a day. I need to really curb my caffeine intake. So I'm going to try and do just 1 coffee in the morning and 1 coffee in the afternoon. And yeah, I'm going to try and go for a herbal tea in the evening as like my pre-bedtime tea. But yeah, I just drink far too much, so that's the aim, is to lower that down. I'm doing all this hoping that it will help boost my immune system, make my body reset itself, and just really reiterate the importance of health and nourishing your body and looking after your body. Because, you know, I'm 32 at the end of this month, and, you know, you don't get any younger. So if I can do things to kind of like slow the aging process, make sure my joints are well looked after, and just kind of give myself the best chance of aging gracefully but being able to still do things with my children when I'm older, then I'm going to do that, you know? So this mid-year reset is, this part 1 anyway, is very much taking a look inside myself and, you know, just giving myself a kick up the arse to say, look after yourself, you know? Like, you know, you've only got one life and it's short, basically. Sorry to get deep there, but it is, isn't it? So, you know, you need to look after yourself. My next point is to take my vitamins and supplements every day, regularly. I feel like I had a peak and trough with vitamins. So, yeah, I just need to kind of get in a habit. I need to get it done for 28 days, get in a habit of doing it and stick to it. So every morning I do have a vitamin C drink. So it's like a fizzy tablet that you pop in some water. It makes like an orange vitamin C drink. I've been drinking that since I had COVID earlier this year, and I've been drinking it ever since. Clearly it's not working the best because I'm still getting sick every time my toddler is sick. John doesn't seem to have any issues, but then he takes a multivitamin and omega-3 as well. So I don't know whether that is contributing to him not getting as sick as I get when Fox is ill. But yeah, I need to start taking those regularly. So I've done a bit of research based on scientific fact and research. So for a woman of my age, I should be taking a multivitamin if I can't get everything in my diet, which sometimes you just can't get everything in your diet because things are so ultra processed or covered in pesticides that you sometimes you can't get all your vitamins in through your diet, no matter how hard you try. So I think I'm going to take a multivitamin, my vitamin C drink to top me up because it's very good for your immune system. I need to start taking a vitamin D tablet because if you didn't already know, I am pale. I have no pigmentation in my skin whatsoever, but I'm a very moly girl, so I have to be careful in the sun because I am more susceptible to melanomas because of my skin colour, my hair colour, and the fact that I have a lot of moles. My doctors have always said to do mole checks and stay out the sun, which is what I do. Or if I'm in the sun, I wear factor 50 all the time. So yeah, I don't really get enough vitamin C. So that also contributes to your immune system, I believe. So yeah, maybe I just need to take some vitamin D as well. So yeah, I'm going to try and take some vitamin D. I also have from my vitamins the hair, skin and nail gummies. I believe they're high in vitamin B and zinc, I want to say. I don't know, don't take my word as gospel, always read the labels, always consult your doctors. Disclaimers. But yeah, I take those gummies, that's 2 gummies a day, and it's just meant to help with your hair growth, your nail growth, because obviously they're both made of the same material, and then it's also meant to help your skin. But I think it's more for hair and nails, which I desperately need. Desperately need at the minute, help with those, so I need to continue to take those because let's be honest, they're the easiest ones to take in gummy form. Then a collagen tablet. So clearly I'm getting up in years now. I'm nowhere near old, but I am getting to the point where fine lines and wrinkles are becoming more prominent and I can notice them more. You know, my skin isn't as elastic as it once was. Don't I know that from having a baby? No more smooth flat stomachs for me. Anyway, I'm a bit mad today, sorry guys. Yeah, collagen. Also you can get it naturally, I believe, from foods, but I don't think you could eat enough of that one food to get the full amount of collagen you need. And I know your body produces it, but it stops producing it as much as you age, I think. Again, always read the label and consult your doctor because clearly this girl can't remember a thing with this brain fog. So yeah, collagen. It is in a capsule form, the one that I've got from my vitamins, and I despise taking capsules, despise them. Any pill that is bigger than a grain of sand to swallow, I'm not the one. It's not the one for me. But we're gonna try. And then finally, the last supplement that I'm looking to include into my routine is magnesium. Now this one I believe you're supposed to take before bed, and it's supposed to help with recovery and with your sleep, and obviously you recover most when you sleep. So I think it's just meant to aid in kind of like the regeneration of cells during your sleep. Like I say, I'm not 100% sure just off the top of my head. I have read it, but it's gone. Because when I was doing the research, I was reading obviously a lot. I read a lot about anything that I put into my body because I'm just very anxious about things like that. So yeah, that one I believe is a before bed supplement, and it's meant to be very good for women. So I think women, I heard on a podcast, I think it was on the Diary of the CEO, there was a female doctor on there, and she said, the question that the host asked was, what's the one supplement that you should be taking? And she said women should be taking magnesium and men should be taking zinc. So that's the one thing I remember. And she's obviously a doctor, she's very clever, she's got all of the research that she's done based on female anatomy and especially during the menopause and perimenopause and things like that. So I definitely remembered that she said women should be taking magnesium and men should be taking zinc because they're the two things that we need to help hormone production. So yeah, I'm gonna look to find some good zinc tablet options to add into my routine. So that is my vitamins section. Okay, so this is going to be one hefty video, isn't it? Oh well, we like a chit-chatty mid-year reset, don't we? Next one is to stay strong with a good skincare routine. And I don't just mean the face, I mean the body. Okay, mainly the face, because the body's not too bad. I can just moisturise. I do exfoliate and I do moisturise. I try to remember, but also I really don't like the feel of cream on my body. You know, like when you put clothes on, like, or pyjamas or something, I hate that feeling, that sticky, horrible feeling. So if you've got any creams that just like soak into your body really quick, that I can just get dressed and like go about my day, then let me know in the comments, because I've tried everything. But for skincare, face-wise, my AM routine that I want to implement is to cleanse my face with the ordinary squalene cleanser. Okay, so I want to use that one. Then I want to go in with the salicylic acid, particularly on the nose and chin area where all my pores are quite large. So going with the salicylic acid here. Then I want to implement a caffeine solution under my eyes. I have quite big eye bags. They never go, no matter how much I sleep, how much water I drink, how alive I feel, they never go. So caffeine solution is supposed to really plump up and wake up your under eyes. So I want to go in with that. Then for fine lines and wrinkles, I want to go in with a hyaluronic acid on my face. Then with my moisturiser, after this, I want to put a few drops of vitamin C booster, which you can get, I believe, from Cowshed, into my moisturiser, which is really meant to help wake up the face, kind of like radiate face, basically. And then I would finish with an SPF 50 sun cream, specifically for your face. As the final step, and I would wear that SPF all year round, because your face is always in the sun or in sunlight, even if it's winter or grey like this. So that would be the AM, that's the ideal AM skincare routine that I would really like to do. PM skincare routine would be to remove any makeup or grime with a cleansing balm or cleansing oil, then to cleanse my face with a face wash, then to go in with the salicylic acid, a nourishing eye cream, so a thicker consistency eye cream to really nourish under my eyes while I sleep, then the hyaluronic acid over the face for those fine lines and wrinkles, and then a really thick moisturiser to go on top of that, again for while I sleep. When I go to bed and I do my evening skincare, I like to smother my face in products, because I like to really go to bed shiny, like a glazed donut. Because you're just going to lie there asleep for however long, 6, 8, 10 hours, and it's really going to soak in, and you don't have to worry about putting makeup on and it sliding off, because you're just going to be asleep. Once a week, I want to do a microderm facial, like an exfoliator. I want to do that once a week. And then I also want to incorporate retinol into my routine 3 times a week. But on the days that I use the retinol, I will take out the salicylic acid and the hyaluronic acid steps from my PM skincare routine, and I would replace that with retinol. Because you don't want to do the 2 or all 3 together, and you always want to use retinol in the evening before you go to bed, because you don't want the sunlight on your face when you've got retinol products on there. So that's going to be that's my ideal skincare routine. That is what I feel like if I did that consistently, I would notice a difference. I'm already noticing a difference in my skin, because I've been using serums regularly, and I've been doing 2 face masks a week, but they're sleeping face masks, so I replace my moisturiser with a sleep mask. And I've already noticed a huge difference. but now I really need to concentrate on reducing these pores in these problem areas, and also the fine lines and wrinkles around the eyes, on my forehead, and I just want to kind of focus on making sure that my skin's hydrated and I'm doing as much as I can. I also want to do this because it will also give me time, a little bit of me time in the morning and the evening. So the morning I can just sip my coffee and really wake myself up by doing my skincare, and then in the evening I can wind down with a nice relaxing herbal tea, and I can just have 15 minutes to myself doing my skincare and really relax and kind of like wash the day away essentially, and just do my skincare and crack on. So that is the plan. Okay, hair care routine. Did I write this down? Yes, I did. My battery is very low, so we'll see if we can get through this. Hair care routine. My hair is very dry and is very brittle at the moment. I don't know why, I don't know what's going on. That's why it's not been straightened, it's air dried, and it's a bit wavy today. My aim for my hair is to wash it no more than 2 to 3 times a week. I do work out quite a lot and it gets quite sweaty, but I am trying to not touch it as much as I can, and just let the natural oils kind of like take over. I'm sick to death of these batteries running out. I thought they were good, but clearly not. Anyway, where are we up to? So washing my hair 2 to 3 times a week maximum. Heat protection, even if I'm not drying it or straightening it, because I didn't realise that the sun actually heat damages your hair, which sounds really obvious. Now I'm saying it out loud, but yeah, I just didn't even click. I want to do a hair mask once a week to just really try and like nourish my hair and try and just stop it from being so straw-like, which I've been using the Olaplex number 8. I believe it's like a bond repair treatment. I got it in the ASOS advent calendar last year, so I've only just started using that. And so far my hair feels lovely. You just use it once a week, and I do feel like my hair is starting to get a bit smoother and less straw-like. So we're going to keep on going with that until that runs out, and then I'll kind of like have a look for a more cost-effective one because that's expensive. And then I want to try and not use bobbles. So I've been using, when my hair gets in the way, I've been using my little claw clip. I want to get some more cute ones of these, so I might order a few today. But yeah, I just think the bobbles are really contributing to the breakage, because I'm getting quite a lot of breaks up here, which is where my hair has been in a bobble, because I've been wearing it kind of like this in a little bun, and all the breakages are like where my hair goes into the bobble. So I really want to try and stop wearing bobbles in my hair where I can. Okay, final 3 points and then we're done, I promise. It's been the longest recap, mid-year reset I think I will ever do, but I'm doing like a huge overhaul, so if you're still here, I love you. Please give it a big thumbs up. Yeah, exercise. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing with the Body Coach app and the weight side of things. So I'm going to keep doing the weighted workouts because that's really good for your metabolism, for your muscles, for your joints. I'm going to keep doing that. Then I also want to incorporate some more running. So I want to go into like more of a hybrid training style. And I want to incorporate some more running into my exercise routine. The main reason being it's great for my mental health. I'm not a consistent runner. I fall in and out of love with running. I did a 10k last October and I loved it. I was riding that high for weeks. I absolutely loved it. I did that on no training. I think I did like one 20-minute run around where I live, and that was it. I did it on no training a year after having a C-section, and I managed to complete it in 66 minutes, which for me is a huge achievement. And I loved it. I loved the atmosphere. I loved that everyone was there for one reason. Everyone was cheering each other on. You got some incredible snacks at the end. You got a medal, you got an official chip time. I felt like I had accomplished so much in that 66 minutes that I really want to do it again. But I really struggle mentally to find the time. I always come up with an excuse. I can't go out running for an hour, blah, blah, blah. When in actual fact I can. You know, on a Saturday, when John's in and not playing golf and Fox is in bed, I could easily go out for an hour and run. But I just find excuses. But I really need to do it for me and for my mental clarity, because it's the one thing that will release any mental tension. Yeah, a weighted workout or a HIIT workout's good, but running is a different type of high, which I never thought I would feel through running. So I really want to do that and incorporate that into my exercise routine going forward. I really think it'd be really, really good for my mental health. On a par with exercise is stretching. I don't do any recovery after I work out, so I don't do a cool down, I don't do stretches, and that's really bad. That's really bad. I don't even need to like do it straight after my workout. I could do it while I'm watching the TV in the evening, but I don't. And it's such a simple thing that I could spend like 10 minutes doing in an evening, and I could do it every day, and it would make a huge difference, I feel, in my recovery. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to work that in, but I'm going to do it in the evening when it's nice and chill vibes, and I can stretch while I'm watching the TV. So there we go. We're gonna do it. And then finally is more of like, I need to do it, and I need to be brutal and really plan rather than picking things that I like and then not putting them together, is my clothing and style aspect of my life. So I love fashion, but I don't have the confidence to dress my body. So the fashion that I love, when I see it on a model, I'm like, yes, that I love that outfit. And then I buy it and I put it on me, my 5'1", stockier build body. Okay, I'm not ashamed to say I'm a bit broader on the shoulder than most, a bit broader around the hip area, got a bit more junk in the trunk, as they say. But I'm also not, so I'm still a petite girl, but I'm not a thin petite girl. Okay, I'm not putting myself down, I don't care, I would rather be strong than skinny. Okay, I'm built for power, not speed. And when I see these outfits on the models are always 6 foot, stick thin, and I don't go, do you know what, that just looks good on her because she's got long legs. Because then I buy the skirt or the trousers and they drag along the floor for 6 miles. So I end up sending them back. Or I say, I'll get those taken up, and I never do. So what I want to do is I want to comb through my wardrobe. I want to keep pieces that actually bring me joy or that I've wore in the last year. If I've not wore it in the last year, you're going on Vinted or going in the charity bag, all right? And I want to build seasonal capsule wardrobes. So I want to have like a spring capsule wardrobe and a summer capsule wardrobe, and then an autumn and winter one. And I want them to be pieces that I can mix and match, that will look great with anything. And I can make multiple outfits, which is the whole point of a capsule wardrobe. I want to be able to make multiple outfits out of a handful of garments. Like, I don't want to be this one person that has a wardrobe full of clothes with nothing to wear, which is what I am at the moment, which is why I spend my entire life in activewear. So I end up wearing my gym sets to go to the zoo with my son, or I wear gym sets to go and do the food shop, or I wear gym sets to go on a long walk, or I wear gym sets to go for brunch, and I wear gym sets to take Fox to the toddler group that we go to. And yeah, I'm sick of it. Because I want to feel nice, I want to wear nice clothes, but I just don't know what to wear, and I really struggle to find things in my wardrobe that go well together. And I'm really still struggling with postpartum body as well, basically, because I've lost a lot of the weight that I gained during pregnancy, just my tummy. I've still got a little bit of love left in my tummy because it just won't go. I've tried everything, and the fat has dropped off everywhere apart from my tummy. So that is where I'm finding it hard, because I'm not confident in just wearing the clothes that I want to wear, and I'm trying to find clothes to wear that will hide my tummy, and it's very hard, especially when you're like me and have a flat chest as well. That's hard. So yeah, I really need to work on my style, creating a capsule wardrobe, going through my current wardrobe and just cutting what isn't serving me and what isn't making me feel good. But it's hard. It's so hard. But that is that. I hope you've enjoyed this rambly video. I have been a little bit crazy in this video, so I do apologise, but like I say, I've had this cold for weeks and it comes with a bit of brain fog, which has been making me forget, and just, it's given me like ADHD vibes, but obviously I don't have ADHD. I just can't concentrate on one thing. I get sidetracked. But if you did like this sort of crazy content, then smash a big thumbs up because it really supports my channel. Don't forget to tick the notification bell to be notified when I upload a new video every single week, and hit that subscribe button and join this crazy kooky family here on my YouTube channel, and I will love you forever if you do. Don't forget to let me know in the comments box below if you want to see anything different on my channel, or if you have any suggestions. I'll always take them on board. And yeah, until next time, have a wonderful day, and I will see you super soon.